Hey you guys, welcome to Season with Love. I'm Casey. Welcome to my kitchen, y'all. Today we are doing something different. Y'all in the kitchen with me testing recipes, boo-boo. Alright, sweetie, y'all in the kitchen with me. Today we testing recipes. I'm testing 2 pork chop recipes today, y'all. 2 of them. So I start thinking about Louisiana style fried pork chops. So why can't you do a Louisiana Popeyes chicken fried pork chop, y'all? That's what we making here today. Okay? That's what we're going to attempt to make. 2 ways. What I plan to do is 2 versions of the same pork chop cooked absolutely 2 different seasoning and batter methods. They both going to be fried in the same pan in the same oil. All these spices they put in a chicken. I've been doing my research on the Popeyes seasonings and what they put on that Popeyes Louisiana fried chicken to make it taste so good. And I know they have their own measurements of their spice blend to make it taste like Popeyes chicken. That's all right. Okay, we're gonna do the best we can. Okay, we know what it tastes like, and that's what test recipe is: trial and error. So I have y'all in the kitchen with me with this recipe. And y'all in here with me on the test recipe kitchen. Because usually what I do is test a recipe that I come up with in my head. Test it, and then I'll bring it to you guys on Season with Love. But see, so now you're in the kitchen with me getting the whole background process. Okay? So, I'm going to go over these seasonings with y'all in case y'all want to make the same pork chop. Now, let me go over the first. See, I have some Louisiana crispy fried chicken batter, okay? Because Popeyes is based in Louisiana, I figure this will be the way to go for the liquid batter pork chop that I'm going to do, okay? Now, you see how beautiful they have this chicken on the front right here? Oh, that chicken looks so delicious. So, I'm going to go with this Louisiana fried chicken batter. I just bought it. It's not open. I never used it. For our first set of pork chops, okay? Now, this is already pre-seasoned, and our hair is quite salty. So, you don't want to add any salt to this. And we have the spicy recipe, okay? We have the spicy recipe because usually Popeyes chicken, everybody goes for the spicy. Nobody goes for the original unless you can't have spice like myself. And I've been doing good, with the diet that I've been following for the past year. I've managed to maintain, I wouldn't say I keep my weight up, but they're worried about you getting overweight and having high cholesterol and high sugars, which I don't have a problem with, because I have a problem with maintaining a stable weight. Because my weight often fluctuates and goes below my height, weight, recommended height. Recommended weight compared to my height. So, okay, but anyway, getting back to what we doing in this test kitchen, because I be over talking, I start to rambling. Y'all know I ain't got no friends out here. Y'all my only peoples. Okay, so I get the rambling and I get lost. Okay, so this is gonna be, I'm gonna show y'all what we're gonna do with this. We're going to use this as our wet batter and our dry batter. Okay, and we're not going to season with nothing. Okay, but a little bit of black pepper. Because this comes already seasoned with every seasoning and spice you're going to need to make this taste like Louisiana fried chicken. So, we're going to go with this. I've never used it before now. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I know what it tastes like, because I don't. Okay, so I'm blinded. Just like y'all, I'm going into this blinded. This is why this is my test kitchen. Because I bought it. I'm going to see what it tastes like. And if it's delicious, y'all know I'm going to let y'all know. I ain't going to keep it from y'all. I'm going to let y'all know this is what to get, okay? For these Popeye style Louisiana fried pork chops, this is what you get, okay? Now, the second thing we're going to do is, y'all know I'm a seasonaire, okay? I'm a seasonologist. I will blend some seasonings. Girl, have your thing tasting like shebang. Okay? So now y'all know I got to make my own Louisiana Popeye style chicken seasoning. And like I said, I'm still missing my celery seed and my dry mustard. So, on my seasonings without further ado. Let's go over my seasonings, y'all. What I'm going to attempt to make my Louisiana style pork chops from, okay? Now, my ingredients call for eggs as well as milk, as well as all-purpose flour, okay? With the first recipe, it only calls for that Louisiana pre-packaged batter and flour, okay? For my recipe, it's going to call for, you need milk, you need eggs, and you're going to need all-purpose flour, okay? So let's go over our seasonings before I show y'all these chops I done picked up, okay? So I'm going to go in with some Tony Chachere's seasoning. That's over here. Y'all can't even see it. I'm going in with some Tony Chachere's because it's great on everything, okay? That Creole seasoning. And that's because it has a lot of the flavors that I'm getting. That actually has celery seed in it too as well, okay? So I'm going in with that. We didn't grab that ground turmeric up. We got some thyme over here. I hope y'all can see that clear and closely. I got some ground cumin, y'all. I got some table salt. You can use pink Himalayan salt, whatever kind of salt y'all use for y'all seasonings, okay? I have pink Himalayan rock salt in there. I have sea salt. But that stuff is hard for me to deal with when someone else has to grind it for me. You know, I've been losing the strength in my hands, unfortunately, and cannot use a grinder. I can't, my grip has diminished. So it's hard for me to like sweep and do anything really, you know. But I can still shake these seasoning bottles, and that's what's mattering here today, okay, y'all? So we're gonna go in with some garlic powder here. If y'all can't see that way in the back there. Some paprika, that onion powder, y'all. Oregano, poultry seasoning. And the reason why we're going in with that poultry seasoning is because we're trying to mimic that chicken flavor, okay? So that's why we're going in with this poultry seasoning. Now, this poultry seasoning is different from my poultry seasoning. This poultry seasoning has celery seed, cayenne, and everything. It's a total poultry seasoning, where mine's is a more herb poultry seasoning, more like a McCormick style poultry seasoning. It's the one that I make at home. So that's why we're going in with this. This is a cheaper poultry seasoning, but it has the spices that I'm looking for. It's going to have my celery seed in there. It's going to have cayenne. And even though we have cayenne here, y'all know I'm going to be real light with that cayenne because I don't like too much spice. Can't do nothing without no black pepper, okay? So we're going to go in with that ground black pepper. And I have 2 packs of Sazón here, but I don't know how much of it I'm going to use or I'm going to need, being that I have this turmeric for color. It depends on what color I want my pork chop to be in the end, on what I'm going to use, okay? And so we're going to get started in a minute here. Let me just show you guys the pork chops that I have here, okay? So what I have here is, okay, these have to be washed. They're still in a container. They're defrosted already. I have bone-in loin assorted pork chops. So y'all stay tuned right here on Season with Love. Y'all in Casey's Test Kitchen today, y'all. All right, y'all. Now I have all these herbs and spices open. We're going to start our mixology class, y'all. Y'all know I'm a spiceologist. First thing I'm going to go in with is our base spices, y'all. Spices that's not going to make a difference how much you use, okay, if you enjoy those tastes, okay? So I'm going to go in first with, y'all know that garlic. Everything needs garlic. So I'm going to go in with a teaspoon of garlic. Now I'm only seasoning, I'm not making any extra of this. I'm only seasoning for this meal here, okay? So that's why it's such small amounts. I'm going in with a teaspoon of garlic. Okay? Because I'm only trying to season about 4-5 pork chops. I'm going in with a teaspoon of paprika, y'all. You want that paprika for the smokiness and the taste and the flavor. Okay? Onion powder. Y'all know. This goes hand in hand with that garlic powder. When you messing with onion and garlic, you can't go wrong. Get that onion powder in there, y'all. Okay? Get you some oregano in there. A whole teaspoon of oregano. And not Mexican oregano or Dominican oregano. Regular Italian oregano leaves, okay? Get that in there. That adds such flavor to chicken and pork chops, y'all. My goodness. Okay, we're gonna get those over there. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna add some rosemary to this too, y'all. Because I love the way rosemary tastes in pork chops and on steak. So why not? Okay. I'm gonna add a half a teaspoon of dry thyme in here, y'all. Not much. Okay. A half a teaspoon of cumin. Because these spices are very strong. Okay, and you don't want it to overpower. So, I mean, keep it less is more with these, okay? The poultry seasoning, I'm going to go in with a whole tablespoon of that poultry seasoning. I mean, a whole teaspoon. I'm sorry, we ain't doing no tablespoons today. A whole teaspoon of the poultry seasoning. And now I'm going to go in with, oh, here come the heat. Bring on the heat, y'all. Depends on how much you like it spicy now. What you want to go in with. But I'm going in with 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne. Because I don't like it hot, y'all. I mean, you can have a little bit of something in the back of the throat. But don't burn my butt up. I ain't, girl, that's it. Okay, that's all I'm putting in there. Because the Tony's got heat too, y'all. Y'all, don't scream at me. That Tony's got a lot of heat. Okay, and I'm going in with a half a teaspoon of the Tony's too, y'all. Okay, that Tony's be getting kicked up. And you can buy it extra spicy too. And that slap your mama too. That thing be getting hot. Them Creoles like it spicy. Okay, that Creole food, they like that stuff spicy. Alright, that's it with that. Now we're going in with a full teaspoon of black pepper, y'all. Y'all can't go wrong with that black pepper. Get you some pepper in there. Don't leave out that black pepper. When anytime you frying anything like fried chicken, you know I love a nice coarse black pepper. I don't have none, so we going in here with this fine ground black pepper. That's because it's all I got right now. Okay, and now I'm going in with a excuse me. Ooh, that pepper done got to me, y'all. I'm going in with a teaspoon of turmeric powder, and this is basically for the color. This is gonna give our crust that delicious golden brown color. Cause remember, half of this seasoning is going on our chops, and the other half is going in our all-purpose flour. Okay, to season that. Now I know y'all looking at me, looking at this, saying, "Hold on, girl, you ain't putting no salt in that stuff. Where's the salt at?" I purposely didn't add salt to this base blend. It's because I want to control my salt. Okay, I don't want to give. Now you guys can add, if you're gonna add salt, go on and keep your measurements balanced. I want to control my salt. I don't want to season my thing here. Okay, I'm gonna season with my salt separately. Now, if you guys made a lot of this spice, you can store it just like this with no salt. Just remember to salt your meat or your potato wedges or whatever you cooking. Make sure you salt it, okay? So now that we got that together, I'm gonna wash these pork chops and bring them back over here and show y'all the different styles of pork chops and what we're gonna do. Y'all in Casey's Test Kitchen today, we cooking pork chops, y'all. Okay, you guys. Right now we getting our pork chops dried and ready for our seasoning. We have cleaned them up nicely. Okay, but you don't want them dripping wet. Okay, because you need for your batter to stick. And what you want it to stick with is not water. You want it to stick with flavor. Flavor. Okay, so get your pork chops fairly dry. They don't have to be bone dry. Just get some of that water up off of where you're going to be seasoning that. Now, y'all see the different styles of these chops here? Now, these are the center cut pork chops. Let me move my hand. Here. These are the center cut pork chops I was telling you guys about. Now, you see, I don't have extra super thick pork chops. If you live by a butcher and they cutting your pork chops for you, y'all go on ahead and have them cut your pork chops about, half an inch thick, get a decent sized pork chop. These are packaged pork chops. Y'all saw they came in a package. It was labeled assorted pork chops. So I have some from the tenderloin here, which I'm gonna do with my seasoning. These three here are gonna be done with Seasons with Love, Louisiana fried chicken seasoning. Okay, that we just made right here up on this channel, on the show. So now I'm gonna take these three in-cut pork chops that's here. They're just as beautiful. My goodness. Okay, and that's what we're gonna do with our Louisiana, okay, chicken fried batter. Okay, so y'all, I'm gonna get these pork chops seasoned up. Remember, these have no seasoning. There's no seasoning going on, y'all. Let's season up our pork chops and set these aside. Okay, guys, now that we have our pork chops seasoned up real good, we're going to set these aside. Let these marinate for just a few minutes. Yes. And we're going to get these ready to go into our mixture, okay? Okay, y'all, stay tuned on Season with Love, y'all. Y'all in Casey's test kitchen today. Y'all, we about to put these batters together for the wet batter for both of our style of pork chops. Well, we're making the same style pork chops. If y'all just now coming into the show, we're making Louisiana fried chicken pork chops. Because I want to know why Popeyes won't sell me a fried pork chop that tastes delicious just like they chicken. You know, the right amount of spice, the right amount of crunch, the right amount of kick that make it Louisiana Popeyes chicken. So we're making Louisiana Popeyes chicken style pork chops, y'all, right here in Casey's Test Kitchen on Season with Love, y'all. That's what we're doing today. So I'm doing it two ways because we're testing out recipes to see which one is the best. So in my one side over here, I have my Louisiana style chicken batter mix, spicy. Okay. So we're going in one bowl with this, we're making two wet batters. One is going to be for the chicken fry, and one is going to be for my homemade chicken seasoning and batter for my homemade Louisiana style chicken fried pork chops, okay? Which we have our pork chops already seasoned and sitting aside. So now that we caught y'all up, let's get into this, okay? In one bowl, I'm going to go in with the chicken fry. The box, let me show y'all the back of this box. They have easy, oh shoot. Yeah, it's seasoned very good, y'all. Excuse me. Let me fix this. On the back of the box, it tells you to mix 5 tablespoons of batter with a half a cup of ice cold water. A 1 cup measure. See, it's fairly small. I'm going to go in with 1 cup measure of the chicken fry. Okay. Just a cup, because I'm only doing 3 pork chops. Okay. And now I'm going to go in and make this. I'm going to go in with, they say go in with a half a cup of ice water. I'm going to go in with 1.5 cups of ice water, because we're tripling the recipe. Okay, and what I'm not going to do is dump it all in at once. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and slowly, I'm going to put a half a cup at a time. Okay. Measurements are on this side of the cup. I'm going to whisk in that half a cup because I want this to be as smooth as possible. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with the other half. Okay. Now this is just your wet batter. This recipe that I'm doing over here calls for 2 batters, one wet and one dry. Well, they both do. Okay. And this probably has like dry buttermilk in it and things of that nature. So this is fairly thin. Okay, but I'm going to go ahead and with 1 more quarter of water. Okay. I'm going to get it all in there because I want you guys to take a look at how thin it is. Okay, it's very thin. It's not the consistency of pancake batters or any of that. It's the consistency of like a melted milkshake, if that makes any sense, okay? It's that thick, not too thick. Now you can make it thicker if you prefer your batter to be super thick on a pork chop. But like I said, my pork chops are thin today, and I don't want all of that thick batter on my pork chops. So this is excellent for me, okay? So now we're gonna set this aside, okay? And we're gonna get to our homemade Louisiana style batter, okay? Which that's gonna consist of 3 eggs. Let me get those in here. And we're gonna go in with a half a cup of milk. Okay. And now we're gonna go in with a tablespoon full of our seasoning, okay? Our salt-free Louisiana fried seasoning. 1 large tablespoon of that. Now we're gonna give this a whisk. Break those eggs up, whisk it up really good. Okay. Now we also gonna go in with 2 tablespoons of a good Louisiana hot sauce. I'm going in with a cayenne pepper sauce. Okay, 1 tablespoon. I'm sorry, 1 tablespoon of the hot sauce. Okay, give that a good whisk. Oh my goodness, you guys! Oh, smells incredible. It's coming along amazingly. So we're gonna whisk that up and make sure it's very well incorporated, the milk and the eggs, you know. Now this batter is not as thick a batter as if you would have used a buttermilk type of milk, okay? Or even a carnation milk. Carnation milk is good here. You guys know I love using evaporated milk. Okay? You can even use a powdered milk. Okay? So now that our wet batter number 2 is complete, we're going to get that set over here to the side with this one because, y'all, we about to start frying. So now we're going to come in with our dry batter bowls, okay? Round for wet, square for dry, okay? So we're going to go in with a cup of our chicken fry seasoning. We're going to go in with 2 cups into our dry bowl, okay? Going with 2 cups of the chicken fry seasoning. And this smells really, really good, okay? I'm gonna give y'all my honest review on this chicken fry seasoning. Okay, so now I'm done with this. Is okay. I'll give y'all another look at that packaging. I'm not sure if this comes in bag like they fish fry. They fish fry is very delicious as well. I use that as well. Okay, so now our dry batter for our Louisiana chicken is complete and ready for dredging. We're gonna set that aside and get to our homemade dredging. Okay. With that, we're gonna go in with 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Okay. Okay. And guess what, y'all? To that all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon of our chicken fry seasoning, y'all. Now this is a 1/2 tablespoon measure, so I'm using that. You can get it all in there. Matter of fact, it's not that much left. So that recipe came out to just enough for all of the 3 pork chops. So, because I put it in the egg, I put it in the flour. So our dredging for both pork chops are ready. Okay, we are ready, y'all. So now let's get cleaned up. And y'all, I'm gonna show y'all what we're gonna do. We're gonna start with our chicken, Louisiana seasoned chicken fry batter, pork chops first. And then we're gonna move on to our, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take our egg milk mixture, and I'm gonna set it in the refrigerator while we work on our chicken fry pork chops. Okay, you guys stay tuned on Season with Love. Y'all in the test kitchen with me today, y'all. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. So I'm back in here. I have my wet pork chop tongs. What we gonna do? I'm gonna do this really fast so y'all can meet me at the stove. Okay. I'm gonna take our pork chop. Remember, this pork chop has not been seasoned at all. I'm gonna put it in this dry dredge. Okay, lightly. Okay, and I don't like that it has this thing in here. I don't know. We're gonna shake off the excess, and then we're gonna put it in this wet. Okay. Make sure that's covered. Make sure you hold that there, okay? And get all that excess off of there. Let all that run down. This is the purpose of making it as thin as we did. And now you want to get it in here, okay? Get it back in your dry seasoning. Give that a nice shake. Make sure that gets all up in there, okay? Okay, we want that Louisiana. Louisiana. You want that Louisiana flavor up in there, y'all. Okay. Now I am going to double batter one of these for you guys so I can show y'all what it's looking like, okay? Now we're going to get this one here. And I'm going to go ahead and get this guy out of here. So I'm going to batter these up with our last and final chop with the Louisiana fry, okay? And this one we're going to double dredge, okay? We're going to put it in here. We're going to take it out. We're going to drain the excess. Okay, we're going to get it in our container. We're going to toss it about. Okay, let me see where we at. We're going to re-dip one more time. Okay. Now each one of our chops are going to have one of these double dip chops. When you're in the test kitchen, you want to try different methods to see which ones work the best, okay? Now I'm going to grab a wooden spatula to check my oil. It's almost ready. And so are we. So now I'm gonna get my chop batter, and y'all see how thick this one is. Make sure y'all shake off any excess, okay? This one is gonna give you that fried chicken look, that thick Popeye's chicken look that the chicken has, okay? I want to get a bone and give it a nice shake, okay? So now that batter on that sucker is thick, okay? Thicker than a girl with a BBL, for real. It's super thick. So I'm gonna get this cleaned up, and y'all meet me at the stove. All right, you guys, it's time to drop these pork chops in here. It's hot and ready, okay? So we're gonna get Mr. Thickums himself in there first, okay? Cause he is thick. Now I got my oil right now. I heated it up on an 8, dropped it back down, okay? To a right now it's on a 4. So I'm gonna go in with my pork chops. And see, he was trying to bubble up on me and rise up. I'm gonna hold him down for a few seconds until that heat get up in him and that oil start to get through the inside of the chop. I don't want a folded up chop. I want a flat chop. All right, you guys, these pork chops are ready to come out of the pan. Now these are the Louisiana style pork chops coming out of the pan. Okay, I'm gonna drain them on. I have an aluminum foil lined tray with paper towel that I'm gonna drain these pork chops on. Get all that grease out of there. Okay, this big heavy guy is our double batter. And we're gonna get our last guy in here. Fry him up. And y'all, next, we going into our homemade style, y'all. Y'all stay tuned on Season with Love. Y'all in the test kitchen with Casey. All right, y'all. So now we here with, now these are our Louisiana spicy fried chicken, fried battered pork chops. They are done. And we have them sitting over there. It's time to dredge our Season with Love chicken fried battered pork chops, okay? We have our dry dredge, seasoned dredge here. And we have our wet dredge here, which is milk and eggs and hot sauce. So now we're going to go into the dry first. Okay. Into the wet. Shake off the excess. Back into the dry, y'all. Pat it in there. Get it in there. Okay. Get some nice little crispy crevices and all that. Get it all up in there. Okay. So now we have that fried. We're going to go straight into the oil with these because our oil is already preheated. 375 degrees. We're going to get it right in there. Okay. Now we're going to do the next one. Okay, I'm moving fast because I'm going right to the stove with this, y'all. Okay, in the dry, in the wet. Shake off the excess, back in the dry, y'all. Now, if y'all want, y'all could have added a little bit of cornstarch to this. Baking powder. Okay. I just kept it simple. Now I'm going to go in right into the pan with that one. Now, our last and final one is the end cut chop. We're going to go into our dry dredge. What this dry dredge first does is to help that egg batter stick, okay? Now, if you was using something thick like a buttermilk would have gave you a thicker batter, okay? So we're going to go into this wet egg batter. Make sure that's completely good. Okay, wet up good. Now back into the dry. Okay. We're going to go ahead and shake this up and get it coated real good. Okay. That coated really good. Told you, this is a test kitchen, so you try different processes and different procedures and see what you get. Okay. Now I'm doing a shaking method with this final last pork chop, and we're gonna get this in the fire, y'all, in the oil. Okay, shake off the excess. Let's get that in the oil. All right, y'all. We done, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna start cleaning up. When I come back, I'm gonna show y'all these results, okay, of our two-style pork chop. And which one is the closest to a Popeye Louisiana style pork chop? Right here on Season with Love in the Test Kitchen, y'all. Stay tuned. All right, y'all. Y'all know I'm a fool in this kitchen. I love being in the kitchen. Puts a smile on my face. God has blessed me with a gift, and I love sharing it with you. I'm glad y'all are here with me today watching this video. Thanks for coming. And thanks for staying, okay? And if you watch this video up until this point, you know that we've been testing pork chop recipes today in the Season with Love kitchen, y'all, okay? And what we did here was we tested two styles of batter and breading techniques, and with these pork chops, very large in-cut pork chops that have been breaded with Louisiana style chicken fry batter, a wet batter and as well as a dry. And we did the same over here to our homemade Season with Love chicken fry battered pork chops. Now, a few things to go over. We took these pork chops here. These are the Louisiana battered style pork chops that you guys can see. They look like they have some type of cornmeal in the batter, as you can see, which causes this crusty, these white dot consistency that's consistent throughout the batter, as you can see. And it is an extra crispy pork chop, okay? I didn't even fry it hard, but the batter came out crunchy and crispy. You guys can see that is a very crispy pork chop. You know, I didn't even fry it hard. Now, I repeat, I would not do the double batter. The breading is way too thick. Way too thick on here, and it has like I would not recommend double batter in them, okay? So, that's what we got out of our test kitchen about the chicken fry. Now, when we cut into them and give them a taste, I will let you guys know how spicy they are. I don't want to waste my bite testing this, so my husband is gonna eat the pork chop for me, taste the piece, and let me know what it's like. Now, when it comes to the homemade Season with Love chicken fry recipe, as you can see, it looks quite different because we have seasoned our batter with a homemade chicken fry seasoning blend, okay, and we have fried center cut pork chops. Now, we as well have a crispy coating, but it's not sticking to the pork chop as well as the Louisiana chicken fry batter, okay? Now on my channel, I have my original pork chop seasoned with love pork chop recipe, seasoned with love chicken and chop seasoning. That's already up on the channel in its own video. If you want you some chicken and chop seasoning, go to the channel and make you up a batch, okay? It's good on everything. So, other than that, you see how we have lost some of our batter on the pork chop. It's a very thin and crispy batter, which I love, and it's seasoned and tastes amazing. Okay, that batter there. Okay, now to my pork chops, I have not added any salt. Okay, now I'm gonna salt them after. Right now, they come out of the oil. The Louisiana battered salted ones, we did not add any seasoning to, so they already come pretty, and they're pretty salty and pretty spicy. When I tasted a little piece of the batter, it was very spicy, you know, for me, to my liking, and pretty salty. But I'm going to let my husband judge it, and I'm going to let y'all know exactly what he thinks, okay? So now, without further ado, I'm going to make a plate, and I'm going to serve up both styles of these pork chops, y'all. First, we're going to just serve just pork chop, and then I'm going to show y'all my dinner plate and my final plating. Y'all stay tuned on Seasoned with Love. We in the test kitchen today, y'all. All right, guys, we back in the kitchen. I have a sample of our pork chops. Let me tell y'all what's on this plate, okay? We have the Seasoned with Love Test Kitchen Louisiana chicken fry seasoning and breading technique right here, okay? And then we have our Louisiana fried chicken batter over here on these two. This one is the double battered, extra crispy double batter, and this one is the one-time batter, okay? So I'm in the kitchen with my husband. Okay, he's gonna check, he's gonna taste and tell y'all. Well, he's gonna taste each pork chop and see how they came out. All right, babe. I would like you to start with that extra crispy one. Okay. I was gonna say try it without the hot sauce first, so we can hear that crunch. I don't know if you guys hear that. Come closer to the camera, babe.
That one is good.
I know. How's the spice level in there?
Spicy.
From a 1 to 10.
About 6, 5.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So my husband is now going to go in with the single battered spicy chicken one, and that's over here, babe. Give that one a try. That is the single dip batter. Yes. Oh, well, that one sounded pretty crunchy, y'all. And my husband said they are really spicy. A 6.5 on the spice level, 10 being the hottest he ever had. My husband eats spicy. So, and he said
the first one is better.
The first one was better in spice and seasoning, but that's the double battered one. Okay, so now he's gonna go with the homemade seasoned with love pork chop. As I already can tell, it's not as crispy as the Louisiana box batter. But the flavors, I know, differ from those. More juicy.
Oh, yeah. I like the first one.
So, y'all know that I did not salt the seasoned with love pork chops. So, they are going to be different than the ones that are full of sodium and salt. So if you're not used to having salt, then I suggest you go with the seasoned with love method. If you want to control your sodium intake, go with the seasoned with love method. Try to stay away from processed and packaged products. You know, I do. Okay? But like I said, we were in the test kitchen. I wanted to see if I can make a Popeye's chicken fried pork chop, and I think we executed that here today, okay? So you guys, stay tuned for my final plating. All right, you guys. Look at this plate of food here, y'all. We going to Louisiana today. I mean, in Casey's Test Kitchen right here on Seasoned with Love. We going to Louisiana. I wanted to know why Popeyes don't sell pork chops. So I came in the kitchen and executed a delicious Louisiana chicken fried style pork chop, y'all, right here on Seasoned with Love. Y'all, and I'm serving this pork chop with some rice and beans, some coleslaw. Over here, I got some green beans cooked in a chicken broth with some potatoes. I got that mac and cheese, y'all. I got that blueberry bread right here, y'all. That Louisiana chicken fried style pork chop. And a tall glass, y'all, of that pink lemonade. Okay? Y'all like what I'm doing on this video and on this channel? And if y'all are really enjoying the content I'm putting out, give me a thumbs up. Like, share, and subscribe to Seasoned with Love, y'all. Y'all, and thanks for hanging out with me in the kitchen today, testing these pork chop recipes. I had an amazing time with you guys, learning about the new techniques and batters. And I know we all have our way of doing things, but I like getting in the kitchen. I like trying new things, because I like to eat different foods. So that forced me to try different foods, okay? And my family loves when I get in here and create, okay? So y'all don't stop getting in the kitchen and being creative. I look at some content creators who have creativity in their bones, okay? Miss Deb of Deborah's Delicious Dishes be coming up with some recipes that are out of this world. Mama T from Mama T Speaks. Oh, they inspire me so much to get in the kitchen and create. Nikki B of Nikki B's House. Y'all know I shout them out all the time, because these are channels that I'm subscribed to and I have my notification bells on, okay? Okay? I do not play. These ladies get in the kitchen and will come up with a meal that will blow your mind. And I don't even want to talk about desserts, okay? Because it's one channel got the desserts down pat. Now, everybody do their desserts too, but she does nothing but desserts. And her channel is Cooking with Net TV. Cooking with Net makes some desserts that will blow your mind, okay? And she be having like dessert tacos, y'all. Dessert tacos. Okay? I'm telling you, don't stop being creative. They inspire me to get in the kitchen and create. Okay? Y'all get in y'all kitchen and create. And thanks for watching. And God bless.